Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Make sure you smash the like button on your way in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for joining. Happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing today? Sound off in the chat. Smash the like button on your way in. Bitcoin currently trading at 104, 795 and 60 cents. I forgot to turn on my webcam. All right. Let's get into some charts. Bitcoin 104, 794 and 50 cents, depending on where you look. Not a whole lot going on over here on this chart. We had some semblance, some concept, some idea of a pattern, and it kind of got a little fumbled. We had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I think that's what was supposed to happen, and then we kind of got this little shuffle, shakedown kind of scenario from the next round of tariff junk, which I think the markets are starting to not care about tariffs, which is kind of funny. But it is what it is. On Binance, we got 104, 712, and 1 penny. Let's clear some of these lines out and refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we are at. Let's go up top first. What's going on, Tom Selleck-Scout? What's going on, John Gregory? Tom Selleck-Scout said job numbers were dog poop. We'll have to take a look at that later. Let's see, up above, we got 105, 585. And then we got, oh, that is yellow for some reason. I guess I'll just go maybe to the big one, 106, 190. Make it a little bit thicker. And then down below, we got 104, 147. And below that, I'll go, I guess right here, 103, 542. Cool, cool, cool. So that's where we're at. Pretty evenly matched on either side, bull or bear. And Bitcoin is chilling. Let's see, we got this lower trend line right here. Are we coming back down? We broke above, did a little fake out, and then are we coming down to retest and continue? I'm not sure. We're very choppy sideways right now, and the volume is very, very lackluster. We had more volume just back here during this dump than we have right here. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. ETH is up 0.35% on the day. Very flat price action right here, and then it kind of turned into like a confused, like what's going on here. We got bullish engulfing right here, followed by bearish engulfing right here. Like we had bear, bull, bull, bear. ETH definitely struggling to make up its mind. Momentum wave overbought. Drummer said, what's up, Tom, John, and JJ? What's going on, boys? We had some We had some ladies who were regular watchers, and I think they kind of disappeared. It probably doesn't help that they're in a different time zone. Yeah, I don't know. Oh boy. Here we go. That's issue number 1. Let's count. All right. Yeah, ETH. I don't know. We got this top that we've hit twice now. Are we gonna hit it a third time? We'll have to see what happens. As of right now, we've just been super choppy in this price area. Between 24 and 27. Giovanni said, "What's up, JJ? What's going on, Giovanni?" Marcos Martinez said, "Market are waiting for that huge rep bill in the Senate." I'm not sure what that is. Sol is down 1.34% on the day. Yeah. Sol's struggling as well. It's holding above 152 though, which is great. That's exactly what we want to see. The sustained downtrend is a little concerning, I guess is the word I would use. Here's the thing though. We're, in my opinion, reaching that point where if you're gonna get shaken out right now, okay, yeah, the budget. Okay, I understand. If you're gonna get shaken out of the market now, then you probably shouldn't be here. That's not financial advice, that's just life advice. We've been through all of this already. We've been through this for months now. Since I started streaming, most of us who I'm good friends with have been in the market for years. So, we've been in here since way down here. Since before then, so during this, but we're not going to talk about that. As of right now, it's literally just a wait and see kind of scenario. Tom Selleck said Elmo with a bunch of tweets about not passing Big Beautiful Bill. Others saying they don't know about things in it, might not pass. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funny to me what's going on right now. People are really showing their true colors. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm not a politician yet. One day. Sol hold above 152 at 37, looking good. As long as it holds above that. If it breaks below, then we'll look for some support on this blue trend line. If it breaks below that, purple trend line is our neckline, legacy neckline from back here, which is the inverse head and shoulder neckline that sent us to new all-time highs. So that's a big, important level of support. We did break below that temporarily back here. So far, it does look like, I don't know, we see we're sustaining an uptrend, but if we continue to break down and look like this and perform this way, then these moves are all just dead cat bounces. You know what I mean? I'm not in the bear market boat. It doesn't make sense to me. We might not have entered a bull market, but I don't think we're entering a new bear market. I think that concept is just silly. Total 3. Total 3's kind of sleepy. A little bit sleepy, I would call it. My fractal calls for a breakout end of this month, so worst case scenario, we gotta wait till the end of the month, which I'm kind of okay with. I will say this right here, kind of what we're experiencing right here. Is it gonna do one of these? I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of okay with that. We'll see what happens. ADA down 2.9%, kind of performing like doo-doo. Holding 66 support. If it breaks below that, 63.9 is our next area of support to keep an eye on. 63.6 also, I guess, maybe an important number. I'm not sure what that is. The blue line. But I don't know. We're just ranging right now in between 66 and 69. Nice. Kind of looks good for some trades. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, now that we've said that, it's probably gonna break one way or the other. Decent chunk of volume in this red candle right here on the 4-hour. RSI is almost reset. Momentum wave, not quite. SNEK is down 6.27% on the day as well. All of that lovely IOG partnership pumpage almost gone, but it is what it is. I'm a long-term believer in SNEK, and I don't know. We've seen these things before: the breakdown, the recovery, the breakdown again, and then the true recovery. Breakdown, recovery, breakdown again, true recovery. Wouldn't be mad at that. XRP is down 1.99% on the day. A little rejection at 228. XRP was one of the greener ones yesterday, weirdly enough, with no news that I'm aware of. Maybe there, I guess there's like constant news coming out about it, but none of it's really capable of moving the price. I guess until whatever one happened yesterday. So let's go. I know your game now. But yeah, XRP, it's down 2%. Rejected at 228, broke below 222. Hopefully a 217 holds. Otherwise, we're getting back into our 214, 217 range, which it could theoretically stay in for forever. If I was being a smartass. Let's get rid of these. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on this chart for me. Maybe a potential inverse head and shoulder setup. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of like that. We will see. We will see. HBAR down 2.8% on the day. We got our chop, breakdown, chop, breakdown, chop, breakdown. We'll see if that continues. Cody said, "Sup, friends?" What's going on, Cody? Fahid said, "When moon?" What's going on, Fahid? Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at that. Next full moon. The full moon is the bullish one, June 11th. Moon chart. Crypto. No. Full moon, bullish or bearish? The full moon is associated with bearish market trend. See, I knew it. What did I just read recently that like threw off my whole brain? Full moon is June 11th. And then the next new moon. Maybe I messed it up. Next new moon, June 25th. Okay, so full moon, June 11th. After the 11th, according to the moon cycles, we should be able to be bullish, which is exactly 1 week from today. And then we'll be bullish until June 25th. Then we flip back into like the limbo, potentially bearish mode. Tom Selleck said, "Dad always said better to be a smartass than a dumbass." That's true. Cody said, "Just stop by to drop a like," and I'm back to work. Appreciate you, Cody. One of my favorites was one of my best friend's dad would always, whenever somebody was like, "I'm pissed off," he would go, "I'd rather be pissed off than pissed on." That was always a good one. HBAR down 2.87% on the day. Yeah, HBAR, looking for HBAR to hold 1644. Otherwise, next stop, if it breaks below that, 1593. Not a whole lot going on in the HBAR chart, honestly. 1593 should be immense support because it was pretty decent support back here. SWE is down 2.72% on the day. What is SWE doing? So SWE had this really like crazy breakdown right here. As soon as it touched down here, it just went bam, bounced right back up like hard. A little rejection, break, rejection. The question is it going to continue up midterm to long term, or is this a actual downtrend that we're like establishing until it starts to establish a proper uptrend later? You know what I mean? Then again, you could actually also make this argument too then. I'm starting to do TA on my on my fabricated lines. Ondo down 2.32% on the day. Little rejection at 84.84. Can't quite get above, what is that, 86.3 for some reason. It just, once it got above 84.84, it was a struggle bus. So coming back down to 80.24. If it holds, then 84.84 is the next check. RSI is kind of sitting in the middle. Momentum wave also sitting in the middle. We've encountered this before with the RSI in the middle. Notice the RSI just kind of stays in the middle this whole time. And the momentum wave does its thing. It's interesting observation for sure. This pretty decent sized move right here started with an inverse head and shoulders on the momentum wave. So same with this back here. Inverse head and shoulders. That would have been a great move to play. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that possibility. Is that what we're setting up right here? That would be pretty sick. Could be a pretty decent sized move from there. We'll see. Aerodrome down 0.37% on the day. If Aerodrome hits 45, then my target will have been hit from the bear flag. It seems like a lot of these charts have this bear flag thing going on, unfortunately. The WM played out very nicely back here and hit our 76 target. But after that, it just rejected, broke below our trend line, rejected again, and continued down. So until we get some more bullish momentum, I'm still looking for that target of 45, which from here alone could be 10 to 15% candle, or 10 or 15% trade. The problem is it takes forever to get there, which is ridiculous. Pinlink is up 1.61% on the day. It's one of the few that's actually green today. Let's go look at it on our proper deck screener chart with all the fun stuff on there. Make sure you guys smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. I know it's summertime. A lot of people got better stuff to do, so I don't blame you guys for disappearing. I don't know. What do I see here? I like that we're still in our little range. I see a potential inverse head and shoulder. It's fugly, but it's there. We'll see if it turns into anything. Otherwise, up 3.39% on the day, looking good. Render down 3.49% on the day. Potential double bottom here. Potential W scenario. That would be sick. We'll have to wait and see. The point to break for me to be uber bullish would be this. What is this? Oops. 4.5 level in order for me to get excited again about render. But anything below my little pocket right here is a buy for me specifically, because every time it's gotten below there, it hasn't lasted down there for too long, and that's the way to make good money in the market. Polkadot is down 2.97% on the day, rather sideways. 3 hits the downside right now, which is actually really nice. See if she gets a break to the upside. Problem is we had that recently. 1, 2, 3 textbook, but it broke down. 1, 2, 3 broke down. Whenever there's a bullish pattern, if it invalidates, it's super bearish. Whenever there's a bearish pattern, if it invalidates, it's super bullish. So invalidating a pattern results in the opposite move happening like tenfold. Right here, we had the fake out at the downside. Inverse head and shoulders played out really nice. I don't know. Polkadot's been trading really nicely, which is weird because I usually make fun of it. Currently trading at $4.01.2. It's holding above 4, which is great. RSI is chilling on the lower half. Momentum wave sitting right in the middle. CAS is down 5.31% on the day, holding above 0.0827. If it breaks below 0.0762 is our target. Otherwise, right now, I'm going to call it a little W setup, and we'll see if it turns into anything. Avalanche, also down 4.54% on the day, little double bottom, same scenario. Tried to get above 2078, couldn't quite do it. Broke back below, heading towards 1982 at the moment. And if it holds, then see some further upside potential. Otherwise, 1828 would be our next target. Chainlink down 1.98% on the day. Chainlink's just looked wonderful. Like this purple trend line, newly established trend line from February. Held perfectly. It was resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Broke above it. We currently just retested it for the first time since breaking above. Is that going to be our springboard, our foundation to continue to the upside for Chainlink specifically? That would be pretty sick. Doge is down 2.56% on the day. Oof. Looking for an 11-cent Doge if it gets too bearish here. So I don't know, we got our pump, chop, shakeout, pump, chop, shakeout. Is it going to just pump more? Or is it going to go down further? See, this is the pattern that keeps appearing on every single chart, and I can't justify the further downside. There's really nothing to push things. There's nothing to push them down that far. At least in my opinion. Giovanni said 11-cent Doge is easy buy. To be honest, this all is. Yeah, I agree. Aussie Khan said cookie. What's cookie? Cookie Griffian? I'm not sure what that is. Polygon Matic Pole is down 1.02% on the day. A little rejection at 22. See if we get a bounce at 2063 or 1997. That'll set up that double bottom that is on all of these charts. Now I see this, and it reminds me of this, which also reminds me of this. All of these moves, these are shakeout moves. They do this violent, crazy, and everyone gets mad. They're like, F this. Or they hold. They get like diamond balls. They're like, I'm going to wait. And then it goes, boop, down one more time. And then they're like, I'm going to sell. I don't want to be here anymore. And then they cry, and then it goes crazy. And they look like idiots. They're like, I don't even do that crypto stuff anymore, man. I got out. I got out while the going was still good. And everyone's like, oh, where'd you sell at? And they're like, 16. And they're like, oh, it's at 26 right now. And they're like, oh, well, I was still in profit though because I bought at like a penny, so it doesn't even really matter. They try to cope with their paper hands, which, you know, if you need the money, that's fine, but don't be a weenie. But you got your little W here, your little W here, and your little W here. Is it going to play out the same exact way? I don't know. When it plays out from an oversold point, he gets a pretty decent upside. This one was also oversold. Pretty decent upside. This one was also oversold. Let's see if we get that pretty decent upside. We'll have to wait and see. Every single chart has these all over it. Near is down 2.67% on the day. Same scenario, same story. A little W thing going on. Honestly, this one looks more like this right here. A little bit bigger. Aussie Khan said they are coin. Please have a look at Cookie, Griffane, Arc Soul, and Popcat. Okay, we'll do. Chili's is down 2.43% in the day. We got our bounce on our purple trend line at 374, which is cool. I'm not sure what inclined me to put that there. I'm assuming maybe just whatever this touch was, and that just happened to be our next support. If we come down again, look for that to hold. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm not looking. I don't think anything's going to go that far down anymore. Maybe Chili's. Who knows? Volume's lacking a little bit. RSI was oversold when we hit this bottom. So, we'll see how it plays out. But he said this market sucks. I agree. There's literally no momentum either. You can't even like trade good. Like even people that are good at trading, if they're like, oh man, I made so much money trading, they're either lying or they know way too much, and they should help people. Because I mean, I guess you could just literally have had a short open this whole time, but that's boring, you know. And whenever you try to do that, it doesn't work. Silver. What did silver do today? Is that a pump or is that a chop? I think that was yesterday. A little bit choppy today. Blockchain Brew said, hey, JJ, just showing to give some support. Appreciate you, Blockchain Brew. Hit me back on Twitter. We'll set something up soon. This weekend for me should look a lot better than last weekend. Last weekend I actually worked, which is insane. I never work on the weekend, so. MicroStrategy down 2.41% on the day. DXY, a little bit choppy. NASDAQ, a little bit pumpy, and S&P, a little bit pumpy. Bitcoin dominance, 64.15. It was struggling right around 64. And I don't know. I'm honestly looking for it to break below, which would be sick, but we'll see. We got 3 confirmed, red dots on Market Cipher. I don't know if that means anything on Bitcoin dominance specifically. There is kind of an inverse head and shoulders thing going on in the RSI. Blockchain Bruce said jumping in, creating another video. Nice.
Did you do the thing yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, when does that happen?
8 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of this, honestly. Before, it looked like it was a stronger uptrend. This time, we got that cliff dive, and now it's kind of curling down, it looks like. Like, if I saw this on an altcoin chart, I would be worried about it just kind of giving up. So, I don't know. I really don't know what to make of it. Yeah, I don't see this having played out any time previously. I don't know. I don't know. I'd be interested in seeing how other people look at Bitcoin dominance specifically. Tony Rosas said, yo, what up, JJ? What's going on, Tony Rosas? Let's go take a look at some of these AussieCon coins. Bitcoin chilling at 104,756 and 6 cents. Let's go take a look at Griffin. Dex screener. Griffin is down 7.26% on the day. I don't hate it. So you had this monstrous move, monster pullback. The bottom was higher than like the launch bottom, which is good. And you're kind of doing the same thing right now. You have this bottom, and right now, if it bottoms right here, that will have been significantly higher than, yeah, 100% higher than the current local low. Volume looks really good right here in comparison to this monster, which is probably the peak of the price action, essentially. So volume literally fell off with the price, and it spiked back up. Volume has shown back up, which means that there's people stepping in. Market cap 55.3 million, liquidity 3.4 million. So I guess I would love to see the liquidity improve a little bit, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I think this is an established project. Yeah, I don't hate the price. It kind of looks like it's trying to go down a little bit further, but I would have said the same thing back here too. And it kind of got a pretty harsh reality check to the upside. So, all right, what do we got next? We got Cookie DAO. I expect it to go at least 65%. Nice. Cookie DAO. We got Dopamine DAO. I'm assuming you're talking Cookie. Is it BNB, Sol, or Base? Are they all the same? Actually, the price is about all the same. Interesting. Wrapped ETH, USDT. Wrapped ETH. Huh. It's got to be the one on BNB, right? They run very well when Bitcoin runs. Yeah, Memecoins have been performing really nice, which is really funny because after Libra happened, everyone insisted that Memecoins were done. And it was the goofiest, awakening I've ever seen in the market. People were like, wait a minute. People are scamming us? What? And they just gave up on Memecoins. They're like, Memecoins are dead. And they've, in my opinion, never looked better. And I think it's because they shook out a lot of the Jeets, honestly. But who am I to judge? Cookie. Anything B&B is probably going to do well. B&B was the original Solana. They have all of the OG meme coins. I don't even know when this thing was made. I didn't even look. Pair created 11 months. So this thing's almost a year old, which is pretty sick for a meme coin. It's almost a year old, and this is the first time it's gotten like relatively decent price action. Volume right here looks great. Whatever people say, money is in memes. Exactly. 100%. So I would like to see volume get a little bit better right here, but it's not bad. You can see there's a spike here, there's a spike here, and it really was gone here. So right here compared to here is better. It is actually better right here. That being said, price action 22.17. Okay, yeah, see the volume looks better here for sure. I don't know. I'm seeing you get a little spike, bigger spike. You got a big spike, a little spike. If it was going to find support, I'd say here would be it. Because that's that price level. If it breaks below that, then maybe look for something in the 20 area. $121 million market cap, 825K liquidity. Liquidity could be a little better. It's old though. Buy volume, sell volume. Yeah, I don't hate this one either. Big thing with me and meme coins is their like Twitter and their marketing. I do like the logo. I really like the logo. So do they actually have a thing? Like a website? Because that's actually kind of sick. Cookie.fun? What does this do? Ah, what? Alright, that's a big red flag for me. Maybe that's on my end, though. That's upsetting. Yeah, they're posting. I don't know. Maybe it is on my end. I'm not going to pass judgment just yet. Launchpad at B&B. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, Bitcoin daily close contest coming up, so make sure you guys get your guesses ready. Let me get everything ready here on my end. We got 44 seconds remaining on the clock. Bitcoin 104,743 and 83 cents. Get your guesses ready for the daily close contest, ladies and gentlemen. Let me turn on the page. There we go. Cool stuff. Dude, I shaved my head last night and it felt so good at work today. Because I was like sweating like crazy yesterday. I went into work today. And I'm working. Excuse me. And I could feel the breeze through my baldness. Felt so good. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. I think I screwed you guys out of like 5 or 6 seconds there. Daily close contest has begun. It's getting a little spicy in this room. I might have to put an air conditioner in here, which is weird. I never thought that day would come. All right. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin is currently trading at 104,767 and 99 cents. Temet coming in with a guess of 104,750. Dremmer coming in with a guess of 104,921.30. Has anyone seen Philly's guesses? He literally types words that sound similar to the number, and I have to decipher it. It's quite possibly my favorite guess. Dwayne Pinnock coming in with 104,766. Fahid coming in with 104,69696. Nice. Nice. Tom Selleck's Goat coming in with 104,715. We gotta get some daily close contest music. I think I'm gonna hire actual musician because I'm not a big AI guy. It's fun. It's fun to mess around with, but like when it comes to like actual stuff that I want to use, like on my YouTube channel and stuff like that, I'm probably not gonna do AI. My daughter's an artist. I think she would actually kill me. She's also a musician now. What was that? Okay, I got it. Okay. T-Shoe coming in with a guess of 104. That is 1,047,321 and 23 cents. Yo, JJ, check my previous message. You missed it. T-Shoe, I got your guess is huge, and I don't know how to fix it. You said 104,7321.23. So get that fixed in. Aussie Khan said Popcat. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn. Coming in with a guess of 104,589. Nice. T-Shoe said, oops. Check my previous message. You missed it. I'm on live chat. It might not. Oh, there it is. I did miss it. You're right. Yo, any thoughts on earning yield on USDC USDT with Morpho for about 5% APY? I prefer to earn a lower APY through a bank for safety. Just converting cash to a stablecoin is a risk in itself. I would have to know the website. And that one I'm completely unfamiliar with. 104, 732, 12. Oops, what am I typing? 732, 12. Got it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 48 seconds remaining. Get your guesses in. You said it's called... Where did I read? Morpho? Yeah, I'm not familiar with Morpho. The 5% seems safe. I think Coinbase offers that same concept, though. The 5% on stables. And in my opinion, at least, not knowing what Morpho is, I'm more familiar with Coinbase, and they've been around in my brain longer. So I would trust them over something called Morpho. The only reason I'm standoffish is because last bull market we had all of those different exchanges and issues. Voyager was one of them. Celsius was one of them. Their big like bread and butter thing was earn yield on all of these different assets, which is why I'm also standoffish on. All right, time's up. Oh shoot, what's it called? The one that everyone keeps talking about every other day. I don't remember what it's called. All right, we got everybody's guesses for the daily close contest. It came out of nowhere. And everyone was like, they're working with banks and stuff like that. People have stopped talking about it since then. And it randomly gets just these monstrous pumps. I'm getting a little sidetracked, guys. I'm sorry. But if I don't find it now, it's going to bug me. Not XDC. Not Pax Gold. It's really going to bug the crap out of me if I don't find it. It's not in the top 100? What the heck? It's not Zebek. No, it's a different one like prior. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn said Coinbase is 4.1. I think Uphold is like 5.25. I would go with Uphold. I'm aware of Uphold. Like if you want to pick one or the other. But again, there's always risks. But the APR offering is always kind of a honeypot almost. Radium, no. it like randomly gets these spikes, and somebody will come in here and be like, "Oh, check out blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Okay," and I go take a look at it, and it's a nice chart when it spikes up like crazy, but I just don't trust it, man. It kind of freaks me out. There's no way it's not in the FTX token is in the top 150. That's crazy. What the hell? Terra Classic. Oh no. Mantra Ohm. No. I'm not gonna find it, I don't think. T-Fuel. I forgot that existed. Golem as well. Synthetics. Not coin. Yeah, it's not even in the top 200. What in the world? Don't get honey dicked. That's such a good movie. No, it wasn't Flare. It's a newer, like, it's not a newer coin. The coin's been around a while, but people have just recently started talking about it again. It's very random too. It's really gonna bug the crap out of me. I don't think it starts with the letter A. All right, let's do the damn daily close contest. Let's see, we got 1 minute 55 seconds remaining on the clock. We got Dremmer with a guess of 104,921 and 30 cents. Dwayne Pinnock with a guess of 104,766. Temet with a guess of 104,750. TSG with a guess of 104,732 and 12 cents. Tom Selleck scoped 104,715. Fahid 104,696.96. Nice. And Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn 104,589. Not White Rock. Nope, it's not White Rock. It's like a DAO, and they keep printing it because it's a rewards token, and they like pay out these huge yields, and they just partnered with like a bunch of different banks, and everyone's freaking out about it. Dude, SNEK, hell yeah, SNEK's in the top 300. Let's go. It's not Alchemy Pay, I don't think, but it's similar to Alchemy Pay. Like, my brain always groups them together for some reason. How has it fallen this much? I'm kind of sketched out even more now. Oh my gosh, there's Digibyte. Digibyte like dominated the GIF space when it comes to cryptocurrencies. It's kind of hilarious. I don't know where this thing is. I had to have passed it. I thought it was in the top 100. I just went through the top 300. Something with M, maybe? What are these crowns? All right, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. The candle that will determine the fate of our winner. 17 seconds remaining on the clock. Oh gosh, I don't even have my chart. There we go. 104,693 and 20 cents. At the moment, ooh, it's Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn's game. 683. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The daily close for Bitcoin is 104,696 and 86 cents. Whoa.
Who took it?
Ooh.
Who got it?
It was below Fahid's by 10 cents.
Damn.
He's over, though. Oh, that sucks.
That does suck.
The winner today is Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Damn. Congratulations, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, on your victory. With a guess of 104,589. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What is going on here? And an actual daily close of 104,696.86. Dang. I gotta give some credit to Fahid for that, because that's crazy.
Yeah.
Fahid's guess was 104,696.96. Wow. Congratulations, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Dang. All right, let's get rid of this bad boy.
You should have done 69 cents instead of 96.
Yeah, that would have given him the victory at least.
Mhm.
That's so crazy. Congratulations, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. All right. That was close. I'll share with Fahid. All right, I like that. I like that.
That's nice.
Let's go to the 4-hour. See, normally if you nail the first 6 digits, you would win the first prize, $15.
Mhm.
But because you went over the Price is Right rules,
Yeah.
that sucks so bad.
Damn.
Congratulations, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. And give a little credit to Fahid for his killer guess. Pretty damn close.
Yeah, that was a good guess.
Bitcoin currently trading at 104,748. Let's add Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn to our winners Google Doc.
How many wins does he have now?
Couple. Let me see. 4. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn is up to 4 victories.
Wow.
Fahid has a lot. Fahid is in second place.
Yeah.
Fahid
Wait, who's
has
in first?
17. Tyler is actually in first with 19.
Oh, whoa.
Mm-hmm. And he's in first so hard that he just went camping. And he doesn't even attend the stream. Like every day he's like, "Who won?" And I tell him, and then he's like, "As long as it's not Fahid," because he knows Fahid is the closest to catch
Yeah.
him. Oh shoot! Congratulations, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Fahid, you get a participation trophy because that was crazy close.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. Can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 104,589 and an actual daily close of 104,696 and 86 cents on Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn's prize is a breakfast burrito. Congratulations, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Enjoy your breakfast burrito.
Wow.
That was my best drum roll, I think.
That was a pretty good one.
It's because I'm so hydrated.
Okay, then.
Cheers, guys. Happy Wednesday. Congratulations, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, once again. Congratulations, Fahid, for being such a sexy Canadian beast. All right. Let's see. After the daily close, the market's green so far.
I'm gonna go back out.
Okay.
All right, love you.
Love you too. Cass is up 0.5%. Exciting stuff. What else do we got? Pinlink up 1.87%. I don't know if that's moved since the daily close, though. It does look beefy, doesn't it? This is like one of the, like, you make it picture perfect and then you eat it and it doesn't taste that good for some reason. Because you were a little too focused on how good it looked and not really worried about what it was going to taste like. You know what I mean? So you're like, oh my gosh, this is going to look so good on my Pinterest. And you take a picture of it, then you eat it and you're like, oh, it's kind of boring. All right. That's so crazy. That Price is Right rule, man, just shafted Fahid so hard. 10 cents. 10 cents. What was it on 104,753? Really? There's a $200 difference between Binance and wow. No, okay, 696. Okay, I'm crazy. My brain is not working. Congratulations, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, on your victory. Fahid said, like the stream and subscribe. Yeah, guys, we are officially solidified our place above 1,000 subscribers. Exciting stuff. I appreciate you guys for being here. Smash the like button. Share the stream with your like-minded crypto friends. Or, if anyone's looking to get into crypto, send them our way. let's do a quick update of our portfolios. Tom Selleck's said, does Mrs. JJ work? If so, what does she do? Normally the answer to this would be no, but she does. She is a director now. She's a play director. Tom Selleck's said, JJ Math kicked in again. Drummer said I'd rather miss by a lot. Yeah, JJ Math kicked in hard. That was like full dyslexic. I was, for some reason, it was something 900. And it was actually 600. It's the 6s and the 9s, man. I get them mixed up all the time. Drummer said I'd rather miss by a lot. Tishu said, hey, I was researching the Coinbase earn. Want to see something funny? Go to Coinbase.com, blog. Let's go see. Back to you. No, go to site. That's fine. On-chain rewards for everyone. Earn 4.7% APY in USDC rewards on Coinbase Wallet. Wow. Okay. Not available in the EU or Canada. So messed up. Damn Fartcoin dying, is it? Dude, the fart dies out eventually, man. Some things are meant to last forever, some things aren't. Farts dissipate. Corey Rare Brands of Brooklyn said, has anyone ever gotten the exact close? No. The closest we've seen is Hoff's. He was over, which means he lost entirely, which sucks, by a penny twice. 2 separate occasions that happened. 1 penny. So we actually made him custom. I did, because it happened twice. Twice is freaking crazy. Because it happened twice, I did make him custom merch, and I sent him the money, and he ordered the custom merch, and it's one of a kind, specifically tailored to Hoff's. Let me see. Here we go. I got it right here. Bam. A penny still matters. Hoff's mug. A penny still matters. And other penny quotes on a mug. So we got a penny still matters. 1 penny. Hoff's. And then on the other side, we got a penny for your thoughts. A penny saved is a penny earned. See a penny, pick it up. All day long, you'll have good luck. In for a penny, in for a pound. And then the last one is a inside thing from Lost, Not Penny's Boat. So, a lot of fun. So, even if you get screwed, if it happens twice, you'll get a mug. So, Fahid received his first screw today, I think. I think that's fair to say. Since I got it open right here, let's go check out the Fear and Greed on CoinMarketCap. We are at 55, which is neutral. Very nice. I guess that's better than being like way the heck up here in the 70s. When Fahid mug. We do have Fahid +1. Which is a waterfly joke. Part of the Deep Lore series. That I don't think anybody's bought. We got Fahid +1. With Coffee Beanie Ghost on the other side. And this one was just hilarious when it happened. And then we also have... I won the daily close contest and all I got was this foot-long glizzy. We have fell asleep without a stop loss. And we have I've never lost a single trade. I've lost multiple. Cool stuff. And outside of that, we got all kinds of other cool things if you guys want to go check it out. The Coffee Beanie Ghost shirt is very popular. That's, I think, our most popular thing. But we got some Horse Guy stuff. We got some, like, Cardano Memecoin stuff somewhere in here if you want to go look. That's a lot of fun. Help support the channel. Alright. Let's go through some news articles. We got... pro-Bitcoin presidential candidate Lee Jae-myung just won the South Korean election. He promised to legalize ETFs and invest state pensions in Bitcoin. This is huge. What a freaking legend. He looks like Asian Jerome Powell. We got, you can't make this up. Markets are up after this post from President Trump calling China extremely hard to deal with. Tariff threats appear to have lost all credibility for investors. That's because they've been turned on and off so many times, people are like immune to it at this point. Next, we got President Trump saying he spoke with Putin for 75 minutes, and Putin said very strongly that he will respond to Ukraine's attack on Sunday. By the way, I don't know if you guys heard about that attack on Sunday. If we set aside all bias, that was pretty sick. They literally had like cabins disguised behind enemy lines, and the top opened up like a Trojan horse, and these kamikaze drones flew out. That's, I don't care, like, it's fucked up people died. I don't even know if people died. They just bombed a bunch of fucking parked airplanes, so it's not fucked up. That was the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen, I think, in my entire life. I'm sorry. That's fucking cool. Anyways, we got, according to Polymarket, odds are 62% in favor of a Cardano ETF approval by the SEC in 2025. That would be pretty sick. Next, this is me just using my influence. If you guys can go to coinmun.com/coins/dong and vote for dong, that would be pretty sick. Thoroughly appreciate it. California just passed a bill. This one was crazy to me. I've always thought about this. What if you just like set it and forget it? You buy your crypto and you leave it. Apparently, if it's on an exchange, the state of California can just take it after 3 years. California just passed a bill to seize Bitcoin left idle on exchanges. After 3 years of inactivity, assets can be taken by the state under unclaimed property laws. Bill now heads to the Senate. Hilarious. California always finding ways to rob its citizens. That one was freaking crazy to me. But it's very California. I will say it's very on brand. This one was just crazy looking at this stuff. Tishu said, you didn't see the funny thing, JJ? What's the funny thing? Come on, JJ, the second part. Oh, okay. Hang on, I guess I missed a cue. The second part. Simply by holding USDC on chain. High rewards, no lockup. Free global USDC payments. Activate now. I don't understand. Paid out monthly direct into your wallet. Base Coinbase wallet, blah, blah, blah. On-chain rewards for everyone. Earn 4.7% APY in USDC rewards on Coinbase wallet. TLDR, Coinbase wallet is introducing USDC rewards, an easy way to earn rewards on your USDC with no hoops to jump through almost anywhere in the world. For the first time, Coinbase wallet users can earn 4.7% APY simply by holding USDC on-chain. Scroll down to this feature. I read that. Oh, see where the link takes you. Okay. Where did it say that? Okay, yeah. It will be widely available in the US over the next few weeks. Located in the US must link their Coinbase account to earn rewards. See where the link takes me? Is it going to take me to my Coinbase account? Chainlink? Why did it go to Chainlink? That's hilarious. Oh, wait. Is that on purpose? I gotta go to do that again. Must link their Coinbase account to earn rewards. Why did it do that? What the hell? It takes you to Chainlink. That's fucking funny. Why does it take you to Chainlink, though? Somebody, the Coinbase intern, man, they just do the craziest shit. That's fucking funny, man. Ukraine caused $7 billion worth of damage with that attack and only spent a few million. Yeah, that's pretty sick stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we got more news. Yeah, this one was just a crazy kind of tallying of events. Worst things to ever happen to crypto. Mt. Gox, FTX, Luna, 3 Arrows Capital, Celsius, Voyager, BlockFi. All 3 of these lines, which is 1, 2, technically 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different items, were last bull market. That is what killed last bull market. So when people go, oh, Bitcoin's breaking all-time highs, what do you mean we're not in a bull market? I can stand behind that and confidently say that we're not in a bull market, regardless of what Bitcoin's doing, because last time we entered a bear market because of a bunch of dumbass exchanges collapsing. Bitcoin probably wouldn't have gone all the way the fuck down here if everyone and their fucking brother didn't rug their entire user base. Like, imagine if none of that ever happened. This might have been the bottom for Bitcoin. Maybe even right here. Let's call it there. Let's call it 20. Let's just call it 20K, 25K. Bitcoin bottoms right here. And then it grinds up and it gets to previous highs faster. I don't know, man. It's just, it's nuts to me that people think that it can't be different this time when it's so freaking different already. Last bull market ended because of FTX, because of Luna, because of Three Arrows Capital, Celsius, Voyager, and BlockFi, literally stealing their user funds. Tishu said, what will implode in this bull? MicroStrategy? I don't think so. I think MicroStrategy's pretty safe. Maybe I'm an idiot, though. Pump Fun, I think, is safe. See, I think people are so scarred. If anything does blow up, it's going to be so minimal. The only thing that would be really damning is if something like Luna happens again, because that was all on-chain. Like, Luna just collapsed. Imagine going into the top 10. And I don't even know what would be the equivalent. Imagine XRP just implodes. That's... What's the market cap? Where's the market cap? $129 billion just gone. Look at how crazy this chart looks. This is how suppressed it was from the SEC. XRP is another great example. Everything is reaching fair valuation. We've spent the past 5 years being literally, and it sounds so lame when you talk about it because you're like playing the ultimate victim. You're like, the SEC and the US government were suppressing my bags. Nobody freaking cares. Shut up, you little fucking baby. But it's true. It is genuinely true. It really feels like we were being pushed down so long and that finally went away and everything can breathe now. So Bitcoin blew the fuck up. XRP blew the fuck up. Everything's blowing up and just reaching fair valuation. Because there's no longer this like dark cloud of doom hovering over the entire industry. Jeez. We were close. We were at 43 for all season. I think, what is it, 50 where we cross over? Oh, we got to 43. That's actually kind of crazy. All right. I mean, this fractal is pretty sick. It's actually kind of scary, though. We got one more little boop, one more upside, and then we could go into a couple months of downside. September, we get a new high. Into January, which would put us in 2026. And then alt season could happen after that. While Bitcoin kind of goes like, boop. I'm going to take a wild guess right now. I'm going to call bear market Bitcoin, like next bear market, because I don't think we're in a bear market right now. Yeah, look at the volume. Are you kidding me? Look at the volume. This was last bull market. And it's literally right now, even with the ETFs and all this buying and stuff, Bitcoin is just like the volume is gone. There's no volume, bro. Even the bear market had more volume. Look at this. People are saying that we're in the middle of a bull market right now. What's happening right now is nobody's selling, so what's left available to buy is being bought at ridiculous prices because the places or people that have it know that they can sell it for that much. That's in the most layman terms possible. That's legitimately what's happening. That's not exactly how it's happening. We're not price gouging on eBay, but it's a similar concept. If you apply volume and liquidity to the equation and you understand how those things work. I don't know, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's go back to Yeah, dude, Luna was huge. Luna was probably the worst one out of all of them because that was an actual project. Voyager, I narrowly avoided Voyager. BlockFi, I was seriously considering like building my retirement account in BlockFi for a long time. Luckily, I didn't do that. Celsius, I looked into Celsius. Celsius had insane yields, which is why I'm always standoffish whenever everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, so and so offers crazy yields." Oh man, what was it? It wasn't Alchemy. And now I'm trying to think of that damn project again. Um, really, I need to try and figure it out. It's gonna bug me so bad. I really think it's in the top 100. Let me go to CoinMarketCap. I think it's in the top 100, and everyone keeps asking about it randomly, but only when it pumps. Hyperliquid. I want to get more hype. I think they just got announced that they were listing it somewhere big, like Binance, I think. Toncoin. Oh, apparently this costs Polkadot like 100 grand a year or something. Something crazy to have that logo animation. It might just be 10 grand a year, but still. That's a lot of money. It wasn't Pi. It wasn't BitTensor. Mantle. World Liberty VChain. Render. Oh, shoot. First Digital USD. What the heck is Sky? Sky's new. Virtuals, Stacks, Story. 4? What the heck is 4? Oh, man. I'm not going to be able to find it, and it's going to bug me for, like, the rest of my life. Walrus? It's got to be in the top 200. Radium, Jito? Thorchain. Oh my gosh, I remember Helium. Didn't they just get delisted from somewhere? It's Onyx Coin. I figured it out. It's Onyx Coin. Okay. XCN. So, a buddy of mine. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn got it before I found it. Thank you. Thank you, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Congratulations, by the way, on your victory. Okay. Onyx Coin. Let's go to Coinbase. Yeah, beautiful. So, this, and I don't know if it's like this anymore, but my buddy of mine, close buddy of mine, back in the day, asked me about it a million times. He's like, dude, can you tell me about Onyx Coin? I'm like, I don't know. Because I looked at the chart and it went, and I was like, ooh. And then I looked at the website and they just had like these insane yields. It was set up very much like Celsius. I don't think it's like that anymore. Now it's a financial ledger designed for financial grade app. Yeah, see, it's completely different now. Completely different. They have 100% like hopped narratives. But they did used to have assets where you could just hold them on whatever their weird wallet was and earn a shit ton of yield. And it was very like scammy to me. I don't think it's that way anymore, but I mean the price kind of tells you everything you need to know. They printed the fuck out of this coin. And it's just now starting to pick up traction again. And, you know, you can come in and try to make the argument and like, oh, this is a typical bear market. This is not a typical bear market at all. This is not what a bear market looks like. This is what a rug looks like. And then this right here is what a revival looks like. It's okay. It's okay for that to happen. You're allowed to still buy this and like it and whatever. Look at the volume. The volume is tremendous. Like, this is indicative of something, in my opinion, as of right now, probably worth looking into. But back here, this is no good. If you ignore this chunk of the chart, this is a beautiful project. But considering this is something I would never put all of my eggs into. I might buy a little bit of it to make some money, but I'm not going to leave it in there for years or anything. And, you know, I'll happily be wrong. I was wrong about XRP. I said I would never do that with XRP, and XRP blew the fuck up. It, like, people are genuinely considering the idea of XRP flipping ETH now, which I never thought would happen. But Onyx Coin, it gives me a stinky vibe. I'm just saying. But again, I've been wrong before, so That's not being like, oh, I'm never gonna buy this and you shouldn't either because you're an idiot. I'm more than happy to watch everybody make money on it. All right, next we got Senator Cynthia Loomis says the U.S. military supports stockpiling Bitcoin for a strategic reserve. Let's friggin' go. President Trump says, I like President Xi of China, but he is very tough and extremely hard to make a deal with. This, unfortunately for Trump, is where I think he's going to meet his match. I think Putin and Trump like each other, so I don't think that they'd ever have an issue there. I think Xi Jinping is equally as proud as Donald Trump, and they both know that they are the superpowers of the world, so neither of them are going to compromise. It's going to be a two-way 50-50 split even fair deal. And I don't think that either party wants that. I think they want more than the other person. And I think that that's where we're going to have a stalemate, potentially for an extended period of time. But we'll see. Russia's Moscow Stock Exchange apparently launched Bitcoin futures trading. That's also very exciting. Chinese firm Weebus files to raise $300 million for XRP treasury plan. This one was kind of crazy. XRP specifically, that's sick. President Trump says too late Jerome Powell must lower rates now. This was after the jobs report, I believe. $3.6 trillion asset manager JP Morgan to accept Bitcoin and crypto ETFs as collateral for loans. That one was also very exciting. Elon Musk says the bill Congress wants to pass is debt slavery for the American people. Why does he care? He's literally not American. Amazon announces $10 billion U.S. investment to advance AI innovation. Let's go. Elon Musk calls on Congress to propose a new spending bill that doesn't grow the deficit. Senator Bill Hagerty says crypto stablecoin legislation is going to propel America's payment systems into the 21st century. It's about damn time. Trump calls for scrapping the U.S. debt limit entirely, warning it poses a threat of economic catastrophe. I will say, every couple of months, hearing about them wasting days on end, voting on some freaking debt ceiling increase, it does legitimately seem like the biggest waste of time and taxpayer money. How much money we're spending on these stupid meetings? Could we just take that money and pay some of the fucking debt? Hello? Why are we sitting here for 3-4 days to vote on one fucking thing? It drives me crazy, man. The most inefficient government in the world. Tim Draper says Bitcoin could hit 250K this year, and it might go infinite against the dollar as institutions, banks, and Web3 adoption accelerate. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine if the US dollar just depegged and Bitcoin just went bananas? That would be freaking sick. A whale just bought 3,046 Ethereum worth $7.97 million on Binance. Very cool. This I thought was really cool. MicroStrategy is selling Bitcoin ties now, and I actually really like it, and I feel like it's a decent price. Michael Saylor's strategy has started selling orange Bitcoin ties for $80 in its online store. Do you think he's going to use that money to buy more Bitcoin? Yes, he is. Latest M2 money supply in the U.S. has reached an all-time high of $21.86 trillion. What's that? What's that I hear? Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear? I think that's the money printer. I think that's the money printer. Next, we got Coinbase app rank in the iOS App Store is 407, chart number 1. Historically, when it's ranked number 1 is when we're near or at a top. You'll notice 6 months ago, December 2024, the Coinbase app rank reached number 1. This was when Bitcoin was around 95 to 107K. However, Bitcoin recently made new all-time highs without the corresponding app rank reaching number 1. This is key. This low sentiment with price, sort of like a reset RSI oscillator, is the perfect setup for another price move upward. I agree. This leads me to believe we have another leg up, especially in the context of this massive global M2 move upward, chart number 2, and the recent weekly Bitcoin candles closing above support, chart number 3. Low sentiment with price near all-time highs equal not the top. This is the opposite of euphoria. I'm willing to bet, I already have with my wallet, I haven't sold anything, that we have more upward price action in the months to come. Yeah, I agree. So here's finally an update on our global M2 money supply. He is shifting the days. 87 day has the highest average correlation. Apparently, it was 82, 83. So we've been observing this and we've watched him shift days to fit his narrative, which is okay. You're allowed to do that. But we do need to take that into consideration. We are now on an 87-day offset, and it looks like number go up. And then, yeah, we got the breakout retest. Looks good to me, man. Looks good to me. Next, we got this is the worst time to sell your altcoins. I agree. We are right at number 3. 1, 2, 3 is the little poop to the downside. 1, 2, 3 is the little whatever that is. Way the heck down there, 2017, 2018. So yeah, I mean, I feel it, Mr. Krabs. I can feel it. This one was just hilarious. Altcoins all the time for no reason at all. This one got me. This one got me pretty good. And, oh, we got a couple more. Okay. The real altcoin rally hasn't even started yet. The altcoin's golden cross has appeared again, like in 2017 and 2021. Last time it pumped altcoins by 5,000%. There's no chance 2025 will be an exception. I'm still kind of thinking 2026, but you know, I'm not here to argue with anybody. We got our 2017 Golden Cross, 2021 Golden Cross, and 2025 Golden Cross. Damn. Dude, the 2021 one was crazy. Look at that upside. Woo. Interesting stuff. And then last but not least, we got President Trump says Fed Chair Powell is unbelievable and must now lower rates. This comes minutes after the ADP employment report showed the weakest job growth number in 2+ years. Powell continues to state he is in no hurry to cut rates. ADP number out, too late, Powell. Must lower the rate. He is unbelievable. Europe has lowered 9 times. I love it. I love it. Billy said I'm late. Apparently so is Powell. Congratulations, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, once again on your victory. And Fahid for being a goddamn legend. Cheers, guys. Happy Wednesday. Billy said, can I make my entry now? No. If you want to give your entry for tomorrow, I'll write it down on a piece of paper and make sure that I get it in during the daily close contest tomorrow. If I make it home on time for the daily close contest tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, and the day after that is Friday, which is DCA day, and I'm not working this weekend, so I'm excited. I did work last weekend. I don't know how many hours I got because I have not been back to the office since then. So, I think I'm getting a big fat paycheck. We'll have to wait and see. I will say, June 16th is my fiance's birthday and our 15-year anniversary. Is it 15 or 60? It might be the 16-year anniversary. That's crazy. So I'm probably not going to stream on June 16th, just so you guys are aware. What do we got? Billy said, if you're ever late for the daily close contest, you have to give everyone a win. No, I will not do that. I refuse. Portfolio update. 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is $101 down. Not looking too great. Currently being held up by Proppy Fetch, Render, Sol, and ADA. Being dragged down by Ondo, Shib, Near, Aptos, and Doge. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio. I knew it. I knew they were going to kick me out every single time, man. I set it up so that that doesn't happen, and then it happens. Okay. There we go. Our Memecoin portfolio is down $26 at the moment. Looking pretty good, actually. SNEK is still the worst performer. I got to show this to my Cardano peeps so that they can pump SNEK up and show everybody that we mean business, because it's very underwhelming right now. I'm a little disappointed. And then the narrative portfolio, last but most certainly not least, the best performer so far, $624 at the moment, $124 in profit. Looking good. This portfolio is made up of 1 meme coin, 1 artificial intelligence coin, 1 real-world asset coin, 1 decentralized physical infrastructure coin, and 1 gaming coin. It is absolutely killing it. There are 2 coins now, no longer in profit. Decentraland is only 40 cents down, and VeChain is $13 down. Tau is up 31 bucks. Fetch is up 136 or 36 bucks, and Pepe is up 69 nice dollars. Looking good. Tom Sauce goes to JJ Math strikes again. I will say, as much as we talk crap about JJ Math, it's still somehow more accurate and better than Common Core. I'm just saying. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, was that who was speaking earlier? Your fiance? That was my mistress who was speaking earlier, actually. Yes, that was my fiance. Billy said 15 years together, but you won't marry her? You scallywag. I think she deserves a house before a ring. Drummer said he's taking Juneteenth off to celebrate his ethnic background. I'm like the whitest guy in the world. My ethnic background, spaghetti and cigarette. I'm 50% French, 50% Italian. God, that's good. All right. Let's see. Do we got any altcoin requests? Let's refresh our liquidation heat map now that we know that the daily close has happened. 15, maybe 16 years. Yeah, I got that. The anniversary specifically. We've known each other for like 17 or 18 years. That's crazy. Damn. Okay, let's see. We got 105,635. And then up above that, we got, I'll just go to the big one, 106,164. And then down below, we got 104,126. Oops. And then, I don't know, where do I go? Let's go 103,296. All right. Cool. I totally accidentally closed my entire, like, off-screen reference window. I got it. All right. I think I'm going to make a Star Wars video. Is that weird? Is that crazy? Billy said, Storytime Wednesday. Tell us a story how you met your fiance. We met in high school. I was a chubby, like husky. I had to shop at the husky section of Kmart kid. And I probably had fingerless gloves on. I think I had braces. And I sold weed out of my bag, which looked like a weed bag. Off-screen reference, aka Pornhub. I mean, that would be alarming if I had Pornhub open during my stream. Why? Why do you need porn quick reference, like, right there? That's frightening. So she was the new girl in school. And for whatever reason, I've always been more confident than I should be. And I don't know why. Like, I genuinely do not know why. I'm so excited, so not much has changed. I mean, I got my stupid Yu-Gi-Oh! Armband thing. Not much has changed at all. Billy said your GF was a weed customer. No, she was not, actually. We're at lunch, and she was, like, sitting with us, and I'm doing whatever. And then I turned to her, and I said something like, I need your number. And I just handed her my phone or some shit. It was something really fucking corny. And she was like, okay. And she just gave me her number. And I was like, okay. So that shit works. Don't ever let anybody convince you that something is lame or doesn't work or stupid or whatever. Just go for it, man. Just go for it. And we've been together probably not ever since then. I probably asked her out a couple months later, maybe like a year later. We were on and off and then we actually like went steady. So your confidence made the prom queen date the school fatty 100%. Answer me at Exponential Network said Philly John from South Jersey and Drive also. Nice. Delicious. All right. Let's see. Congratulations, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, once again on your victory. We got our little story time out of the way. Bitcoin is very like rock solid steady right now. This is very much like a calm before the storm feeling. I don't know if that's actually what's happening in the charts, but it certainly feels that way. Appreciate you guys smashing the like button. Okay, yeah, see, I was looking for potential. I don't remember why I put this here. But I mean, it does. I mean, we did get some. Look at that. Like that exact candle was where we started going up after this downtrend. That's kind of impressive. Billy said, you went steady. Is this 1983? Yes, it actually is. People are in a committed relationship for like more than a decade. That is 100% 1983. You know what's really crazy is we've been dating for so long, we don't know, like the landscape of dating has changed so much. When we first started dating, I didn't have internet at my home. Isn't that weird? That's weird to think about. Now everyone's like, "Oh, I'm on Tinder and I don't even know what the other ones are." There's Tinder. I think Bumble is one of them. Hinge. There's a gay one. I don't remember what the gay one's called. Is that what Hinge is? I don't know why all these apps have the weirdest names too. Billy said, Tino says we may have hit the bull market high already. I mean, if we do, then we're due for an alt season. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, rock solid like my morning burrito. Very nice. Let's see. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to go browse X. Hopefully we don't see anything crazy. Altcoins have formed a massive cup and handle pattern on the monthly chart. Ready for expansion? Let's see. Gay one is Grinder. Okay. See, I would assume, if I had no knowledge, I would assume that Grinder was a place where you went to buy weed. Am I crazy? That's an awful name. Why is it called Grinder? Is there a lot of grinding in the gay community? Is that a sought after thing? Shouldn't it be called like gayer? I don't know, man. I feel like my brain works differently. I would never use an app with a bad name. Like if the name pisses me off, I'm not gonna use it. My mustache is in my mouth. That's pissing me off. What is going on? Okay. Golden Cross for total market cap is around the corner. Cool, cool, cool. Oh yeah, let's go take a look. We gotta look at total 3, and then we gotta work our way backwards. So we're on the daily. See, what's concerning me is these weird, like, low volume, low reaction candles look very similar to these moves, which did not result in upside. I guess they did at the end, but it doesn't look like that's what's happening right now. Let's copy that fractal because this is kind of interesting. Bars pattern. Oops. Dude. Okay. Is that what's happening? Wouldn't that be weird if it played out exactly the same way? It kind of matches up with my current fractal as well. Wow. Could you imagine? Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said Mr. Roberts knows the gay one. Can we talk trash about him since he's camping? Mr. Roberts is not camping. Tyler's camping. Where is Mr. Roberts camping? Did I miss something in the chat? Did something occur in the chat? I think Mr. Roberts is probably just perpetually in the shed right now. We talk trash about him since he's camping. Yeah, this fractal is quite interesting. Tom Selleck said, bro, acting like he's never had a dude grind on him before. That's so alarming that that even exists. Like, I'm all for everybody doing their own thing, but if I, as a straight man, am, how do you say that in like present tense? If I'm ground upon by another man, I think I might have to punch them in the head. Drummer said we're all camping. It's a cryptic camping trip. Yeah, we're all camping because we can't afford to fucking live in a building. Because crypto took all of our damn money. What is the present tense of grinding? Is it just grinding? If I'm grinded upon? I guess I could have said that. If I'm ground upon sounds a lot funner. Gourmet Brandenburg said, oh, then Tyler knows the gay one. LOL. Tyler 100% knows the gay one. Ground upon is fantastic. Isn't that good? It's very Dr. Seuss. Thou shalt not ground upon a straight man. Okay. See, what's nice about this is we had a confirmed red dot right here, which resulted in some downside, which has played out since then. And we were overbought on the daily, which is huge. We had a green dot back here, and we are literally in oversold territory on the momentum wave with the RSI right in the 50 level. So there's big potential for some upside. If this chart is to be believed, we should get an indecisive, if the fractal is to be believed, we're going to get an indecisive candle today, and then tomorrow is go time, followed by a little slumpy woo, and then a pumpy poo. And I don't know if you guys have ever experienced a pumpy poo, but oh my god. All right, let's go to total 2. This stream is so unhinged. Total 2. Okay. Oh. What? I can do that? That's crazy. Why can I do this? It's timestamped too? What the hell? That's badass. I didn't know that this was a feature. Is this how people make those sick charts of like all of the Jim Cramer tweets? Dang. That was a complete accident. Good thing I didn't have something explicit copied. Because you know all the Twitter porn. I mean the momentum wave here isn't that great, but it's not bad. It's not overbought. You know, it's in the right direction. It's just not as good as I would like it to be. This is the entire crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin specifically. So we were overbought right here. We were oversold right here. The question is, was that the beginning of the uptrend? Actually, this is actually kind of nice. So we had a pump, chop, shakeout, pump, chop, shakeout. I don't know. That looks quite interesting, doesn't it? Look at this too. Look at that right there. Come on, man. If I zoom into that and that's a big spike with a little spike next to it, that's exactly what that is. Big spike, little spike. Off-screen reference, LOL. Come on. There we go. Big spike, little spike. Dude, are we about to go bananas? I can feel it, Mr. Krabs. So on total 2, we are getting the beginning machinations of volume, it seems. Interesting. Very interesting. See, this is where I have a problem. Total 2 has not even hit the previous all-time high. It hasn't even touched it. Like, if it had touched previous all-time high, then we can talk about a potential bear market and a potential lack of alt season for this time. But I don't see it, man. It doesn't make any sense to even have that discussion. Retail is non-existent. Institutions are packing the fuck out of their bags right now. And for some reason, Joe Blow down the street is bearish. We can't really make sense of it. Look at this. You get this pump, this little funky foo, and then a little pump afterwards. On a larger scale, pump. Hold on. Pump. Little funky foo. I don't know. Sometimes I just make stuff up. I'm sure you guys are fully aware. We were overbought right here for a moment. Actually, that was back here. Interesting. That was right here. That was overbought. And now we're just below that price level and we're reset at the 50. We did have a confirmed red dot on the daily, which, yeah, played out beautifully. We got our downtrend. Interesting. So if I had to make this argument, try to sell you on the concept, I would tell you that it's setting up for the next leg. Man, I'm excited. It's weird because normally I'm freaking out. I'm like sweaty and nervous and impatient and thinking about selling and like all of this crazy stuff's going through my mind. I have not had any issues this time around. I don't know if it's because I believe in my bags or if it's because I'm fully ready and prepared to stick it out another 4 years, which sounds insane. I don't think I would ever want my fiance to hear me say that because she'd probably actually kill me, but I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Congratulations, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, once again on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that this is where I'm going to leave you. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will have back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Happy Wednesday. Smash the like button on your way out, and good night.